Listen, I got to tell a story about Jack. When he was a little kid, he was, of course, super smart, but he was also very literal. And his mom put a teepee out in the back of his cottage. And I said to him, because I'm a big jokester, "Hey, Jack, you know there's Indians living behind your house. What do you think of that?" And he looks at me with a real serious face, and he's just like, "Wow, it's pretend. There's no Indians back there." He thought I was crazy. He was trying to help me out and bring me back to reality. So anyway, he's still helping me out a lot of years later.
Hello, I am the one and thirdly John Richard Eubanks, but you can call me Jack. If you're here, you're either a Vassar admissions officer or you're someone looking for ideas for their own Vassar YourSpace submission. If you're the latter, good luck to you, future person. Do we still drive our own cars? If you're the former, you've come looking for information about me that you wouldn't get elsewhere. You've come to the right place. I like these things, but I don't always come right out and say that because I don't really want to be seen as these people. What do I do for fun? Well, that's complicated. I get a little bit ambitious sometimes, so what starts as a casual interest quickly escalates into something a little less casual. That's how I ended up in Dallas this past summer. Case in point, I like the game Minecraft, but every time I play with friends, the quest for the most efficient cactus farm quickly turns into a project that involves placing and breaking over 650,000 blocks over the course of several months. As far as things that aren't fruitless time drains, I spend a lot of time daydreaming about how one day I'll run my successful fudge company /MMO /novel /film etc. I started a to-do list to keep it all straight. I call it a to-do list because it sounds a lot more feasible than a bucket list. Most importantly, I've started a YouTube channel with a friend of mine that you can find at either of these links, or in the doobley-doo. More on that later. For now, a little bit more about my history. I was born in the faraway year of 1999 to a couple of high school sweethearts. I've got an interesting relationship with the outside world. I've lived in the same house since I was 3 months old, and I've only ever been to homeschool or private school, so I've been in a bit of a bubble for some time. However, I've been to 4 different countries and 18 different states, and I can talk to anyone from any background in the entire world using this magical Google machine. I was originally going to use a computer, but then I realized that I'm filming with a computer, and then I can't use that. Terrible. Anyway, I love to travel. I spend about a month out of every year in a place called Higgins Lake. That's... well...
It's a beautiful setting on a lake, which is a beautiful lake. There are 20 households, cottages along the lake, and that there's a common dining hall, and that it was probably started in the 20s. And so a lot of the people who come here have been coming for generations.
The difference between just going on vacation and coming up here is that everybody knows each other, and the families have been friends or relatives for 100 years, literally.
I have never been good at remembering names, and there were all these names to remember, and so I was like, oh no, I can't remember their names.
The friendships, you know, the fact that we all know each other, and we've had so many traditions and shared experiences.
I can use one word to describe this lake is heaven. Yeah.
So what are my academic interests? Well, I've decided I'm not going to major in biology, ecology, medicine. I figured that much out. Other than that, anything is fair game. You might even say, I am the very model of a modern college undergrad. Yes, yes, to be a Vassar undergrad. It's the same as the modern Major General tune. But as you may have been able to tell from this buttery smooth editing and lightning fast jabbering, I have one interest in particular that I love doing in addition to learning about. Film. Acting, directing, editing, working behind the scenes, I love it all. Hence my excitement about being able to start my own YouTube channel. For me, it's that perfect mix of being able to blend silly, happy-go-lucky fun with something that I can pour hours of effort into. Because behind every minute of footage that makes it onto the screen in the end, there's an hour of writing and preparation, an hour of editing, and an hour of corpsing bloopers. So now, the big elephant in the room. Why Vassar? Well, you've got a student-faculty ratio of 8:1, an average class size of 17, 1,000 picturesque acres, a comfortably small student body, and plenty of other praises I could shower you with. But I think most importantly is that Vassar is the place where I see myself crossing items off of my to-do list. There's not just the resources and course listings to be able to get everything done, but there's the attitude to allow any one student to do it. When I visited this past summer, the thing that actually struck me most about the Vassar campus and the Vassar experience was the Shakespeare Garden. Because after a tour and information session, seeing the Shakespeare Garden cemented my belief that Vassar was a place where I could study not just any area I was interested in, but every area. Because here, on campus, was a combination of art and literature and botany and landscaping and history and who knows what else. And that was when I decided to put a new item on my to-do list.